Hey, what's up, EBA leaders? Just want to reach out to you, whether you're a pastor, a worship leader, or working in the children's ministry or student ministry, you're working in evangelism, whatever your role as a church Sunday school leader. Hey, I just want you to know I've been praying for you, and I've been praying for our local churches especially. Recently, we had our annual Eastern Baptist Association gathering, our meeting. It was one of the biggest ones we've had in a while. We had about 51 attenders. One of the coolest things that happened, if you weren't able to make it, was the connection with other churches and connecting to the missions that God was doing in those churches. And so it reminded me, I hope it reminds you, that in partnership, we're moving into a new era. And we want to get back to the place where the gospel is centered to everything that we're doing. That we're planting churches because we want to reach people with the gospel and see their lives transform. That we're revitalizing churches so that they can be not only sending churches for new plants, but also that they will also reach more people with the gospel in their community because their church matters. Everything that we're doing is centered around that gospel era mindset. And I'm hoping that it impacts you in a similar way. And so that's why we're doing what we're doing. Remember, the EBA is not me. It's not even an organization. It's a collection of God's churches, his Baptist churches, locally here on Delmarva. And we believe we can do more in partnership than we can do separately. In fact, we need each other to accomplish the mission that Jesus has given us. If you missed the annual meeting, there's a video connected that you can watch, and that way you can still be a part of it and see, at least, we didn't include the worship, but we did include the meeting, and that way you can see some of the things that have happened and some of the changes that took place to help us to get to where we're going and where we hope to go. We're also continuing to build on our opportunities for training and partnership. If you've not looked at coming up on November the 18th, we've got an incredible opportunity. Grace Seaford is going to host it in partnership with Aspire Leadership, but more specifically with Dr. Drew Christian, who is a pastor who retired and has been doing leader development ever since then. He's written a really cool book called The 3 Daily Disciplines, which is in connection to the Christmas Carol. It's an allegory for a leader that needs to grow in his leadership. And that's his passion as well as mine, is to help people grow in their leadership potential and influence. Would love for you to be a part of that. Mark it on your calendar, November 18th at noon. EBA will be providing lunch, but we're going to get some really good training that day. We've got a bivocational coming up. We're doing that again once a quarter. So look at that. That's in January. For now, just mark your calendar. I'll tell you more as we get closer. But that's January 17th. I'm very thankful for Fruitland Baptist Church is going to host that, and grateful for their partnership as we're going to do something unique there. And then if you're still struggling to come to compliance, we want to help you come to compliance with the Baptist Convention of Maryland, Delaware's policy for abuse. And so had some of you reached out to me and says, hey, what can we do? We've given you an abbreviated version of that abuse policy that you can modify for yourselves. You can also work with your state convention, which is about a 22-page document, which is much more thorough, but maybe more difficult for you to initially put together. And then we're recommending protectmyministry.com to run your background checks. Now, we offer to do that for some of you churches, and some of you said, hey, that's specific to Grace. And it is. Grace pays for that, but we also pay, you may not know this, per execution of those background checks. So if you want to do that yourself, it's okay. Just go to protectmyministry.com or a similar website and go ahead and start a subscription. We were just trying to save some of our churches money and effort because we know you may not be ready to do those, but you will need to do background checks to become into compliance. You'll also need to be able to do training. And Protect My Ministry has additional training that's all by video. So if you do implement digital background checks, make sure that training is included in it, or you're going to have to provide that training on your own or partner with your state to get that training. And you got to do that training every year, every 2 years. So it's not just something you can do one and done. You have to keep your people apprised of how to do reporting, what kind of behaviors to look for. Hey, in partnership, last time that we had a luncheon, we actually met at Oak Ridge, and Brian Moss did an excellent job. I should say Dr. Brian Moss did an excellent job sharing about systems and processes. There was a robust conversation that took place. And one of the things that we want to do in continuing to help our pastors think about systems, process, how to think through the vision that they have, the dream that God's put in their life, is we're going to partner with Oak Ridge for the Dream Conference. And so that's March 5th and 6th. This week is the last week to get the early bird discount. So please sign up. If you need help going there and you need a scholarship, email me, okay? larry@easternbaptist.com. And I will make sure that we partner with you to get you there. We're also going to do other things in partnership. I'm going to teach a breakout there on revitalization. It was one of the most popular breakouts last year, so would love for you to be there, be a part of it, and just let God help you to dream about what he wants to do within your church, changes he wants to bring about, which is really cool. We can remember it's coming up next week. Hey, just as a reminder, once you pay for your hotel, because I don't think you'll pay for it till you actually get there, let us know the EBA is going to reimburse those couples investing in their marriage that are going to the retreat. Just remind me of that. Don't let me forget. And I'll make sure that we partner with you as a pastor. We're going to pay for our pastors to get married, go to this marriage retreat. Reminder, you've got worship consultation with Grant Lauterbaugh, and he's doing a great job. I'm hearing from churches that how that's really improving their concepts of worship, their thoughts around worship. And then WMU, don't forget you got Allison Hugert, who's there if you want to reinvigorate or grow your women's missionary union. That's an opportunity. The Christmas party's out, and the registration form is out. Also, make sure you register for the Christmas party because we need to know how many people are coming. It can be you and a date. So you and your spouse, or you and your daughter, or you and someone in your family that come. There'll be a white elephant gift exchange and just some fun activity. No purpose in there other than enjoy each other during Christmas and take some time off. Have a couple Thanksgiving opportunities. Fruitland does a big Thanksgiving outreach. They're even looking for drivers that can drive to some of the people that can't make it to pick up Thanksgiving meals. Lots of opportunities to get up with Scott Hook about that or his team. And then we're partnering with the Evangelical Haitian Salem Church in Laurel with Pastor Platel. He needs some dry goods and some corn to do some meals that he's going to be giving away. So opportunities to serve without a doubt during Thanksgiving. Those are all listed in the email that's coming out. And so if you need more information, let me know. I'll make sure I get it to you. Have a blessed week. I look forward to getting together with you. And if there's anything I can do for you or your local church, please reach out to me. See you soon.